Hey, what's going on, guys? Episode 10. We are on freaking 10. Flipanese TV. So thank you so much for y'all that's been following this freaking show. Now, episode 10 is going to be a little bit longer than usual. Why? Because just recently I was invited to K-Talk 1150, and it's a radio talk show that talks about real estate. And I was invited by good friends of mine, Jason J and Tony Patillo, and it was some pretty cool stuff that we talked about. And on top of that, we had a guest. His name is Matt Terrio with Epic Professional, and take a look at this clip where he talked about the #1 thing to focus on. Take a look.
There's just a big difference between focused energy and energy dispersed. You know, the example I always use, if you took out a magnifying glass and you have that sun coming through that magnifying glass, you know, you can burn a hole in leaves and bugs and snails, whatever you want to burn holes in. Sure. And but if you just walk out without that magnifying glass, it's just nice and soft and it's pleasant outside. But you know, through a magnifying glass, it can actually burn, it can destruct, and so that focused energy has power. And I think that your mindset has the exact same type of dynamic to it. The second aspect of how it directly reflects to real estate investing is there are countless acquisition strategies out there. You can acquire properties in any way that, I mean, there's just countless ways. Sure. And what I notice when I'm coaching people through our program is that they go and they say, I'm going to go and try this distressed seller thing and do what you do, Matt. And they go out there and they knock on a few doors, they do a few little direct mail, and they go, oh, this one's kind of tough. I don't really like this too much. I'm going to go over and try this probate thing. So then they head on down to the courthouse and they're digging through the probate files, and they do that for a few days, and this is kind of boring. This is tough. This is like actual work. And then they go, okay, I'm going to go try this tax deed thing. I heard I could just do this right from my computer and I don't even have to leave the house. Yeah. And they do that for a few days and go, wow, this is kind of tough. This is work. You know, and so I just pick one strategy, stick with it, go through the learning curve, because every single strategy has that learning curve, and the only way that you get through it is you just got to do the same activities over and over and over again. You know, repetition is the master of skill, and so that's what I mean about focus. So pick that one strategy, get good at it before you go to the next one.
Right. Pound flip code. Matt freaking nailed it right there. #1 thing is focus, ladies and gentlemen. And on top of that, this next clip, Tony and Jason came out with this freaking amazing tool, okay? This tool is for any homeowners that might be in trouble. Take a look at what this tool is all about.
If you are kind of in a situation where you're trying to determine whether or not you should hold onto your home or whether you should short sell it, you know, a lot of times people are thinking about, well, how long is it going to take for this market to recover? You know, maybe if I just hang out for a bit, I'll be able to hold out on this thing. But you know, people are digging into their savings accounts, they're digging into their retirement funds to cover these mortgages, and the truth is they have no idea how long it's going to take them to recover. Right. So this particular tool that we have on this website, we're calling it a Breakeven Calculator. This tool will give you an exact amount of what it's going to take for you to recover and how long it's going to take based on the appreciation per annum. There's a slow appreciation range, there's a medium, and then there's a high appreciation. Right. And so when you plug in your mortgage payments, you'll plug in what you owe, you'll plug in what the current market value is, and it will spit out a report for you that's specific to your property.
You take the emotion out of the transaction, out of the whole situation. I know it's a house and a place where you have your family in most cases, or maybe even an investment property. Right. But if you're just liquidating and getting rid of that toxic asset right now and moving on, maybe buying another house in the next 2 years, and then you can experience appreciation over the next 10, 20 years.
Alright, and the last part of this are some fiery questions that they asked me, so it's raw, uncut, so take a look.
Welcome, Jeff Koga of Capital Redevelopment Group. I've worked with you for a long time, and I appreciate you coming out. Jeff is a real estate entrepreneur, an author, a trainer, and also president of Capital Redevelopment Group. Tell us a little bit about your company and your background and what you do.
Well, my company purchase properties in the greater Los Angeles area. In a nutshell, we buy, fix, and flip, as they call it, right? It's so popularized on the TV shows and internet all over the place. But predominantly, I like to say our company's more geared towards the development side because we do some pretty heavy construction. Instead of like the lipstick on the pig rehab that I like to call, we actually physically do new construction. We add square footages, and we are creating our own portfolio locally here in LA also. So. What strategy I like? The strategy that works, because when the deal comes to you, regardless if it's from your direct mail campaign, if it's from a relationship that you have because a neighbor said, hey, you know what, just take a look at this property, or a post office guy, or a realtor, or whoever brings you the deal, you have to be able to have the knowledge base or a set of skills, or know someone else that may be able to at least help that individual solve a problem. Because for you in real estate to make money, there has to be some type of distress. Okay, meaning there has to be some type of financial distress for the seller, or there must be a distress on the property. Now, if you're taking properties and you're freaking getting them under contract that's 10 cents on a dollar, you're probably doing something shady in my opinion, and you're taking advantage of someone.
Alright folks, episode 10 again. I know it was a little bit longer than usual, but thank you so much, and really would love to hear what the heck you guys are thinking. I know you guys are hitting that like button, but leave me a comment and let me know what you think. So this is Jeff Koga with Capital Redevelopment Group, and I am signing out. See you next Tuesday.
Yo, what you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, leave a comment. Tell them you like it. And tell all your friends that Coke Chin looking for. Yeah, Flipanese TV. Yeah, yeah.